What's going on, everybody? Wanted to give an update. I'm now 18 days post-op and wanted to give you guys some information as far as what I've learned about my own body through this process. It's been about a week and a half since I've posted a video, and quite a bit has taken place since I shared with you all about needing to come off of my naproxen sodium, my anti-inflammatory, and some different things like that. So let's just jump right into it. I worked quite a bit on my walking, my fitness, my flexibility, not flexibility in terms of bending, but flexibility in terms of staying loose and sort of relaxed within my body and not tensing up. And, the walking at first, it was one of those things where it was just like, this is just a little, odd, just out for a walk kind of thing, because I'm not normally that kind of person. But as I got more into it, I mean, I posted on my social media that this past Thursday I went on. I think it was about a 4 mile walk in all. When you look at the entire day, the walk itself was about 3 1/3 miles. But when you count again everything for the rest of the day, it was about a 4 mile day for me, which was good. It was about double what I know I needed to be at for the 14-day post-op, which was a couple days prior to that, or the day prior to that. And so I did 2 miles on Monday last week. Yeah, Monday. I did 4 miles on Thursday, and then I did another two and change yesterday on Saturday. And so I've been up, I've been mobile, I've been walking, I've been doing all of that. But I've realized with the change in weather here in Southern California now, I know most people think that it's always sunny and 75 here with palm trees and clear skies and a nice gentle breeze, but it does get cooler here. Not freezing temperatures where I am in Southern California, but we had a cold spell. We had some rain come through, and I could definitely notice the difference with my back because, or in relation to all of that. So last night was Saturday, and I was very uncomfortable for most of the day yesterday. And so let me cover that for just a second. I have elected, I guess you could say, to take myself off of my um, acetaminophen for a couple of reasons. One, it really wasn't doing anything for my level of discomfort. It was not mitigating any of that, which I didn't expect it to. I was just hoping it would kind of dull it. And it really didn't have much of any positive impact. So I didn't see a point in putting the acetaminophen into my system if it wasn't going to benefit anything at all. Um, so I've learned that the majority of what my body is feeling right now or recognizing as discomfort is inflammation that's still inside there. And the incision site, they're still, mine had dissolvable stitches, like I mentioned in the last video, and they've pretty much all come out as of right now. I think there's just a couple that I can feel on the outside that are there, but pretty much all the rest of them are out. But there's still a little bit of some inflammation and puffing right there at the line of the incision that goes right down my lower back. And so um, the inflammation is definitely what I'm feeling. And yesterday, I was really not comfortable for most of the day, and then I'm sitting out here in my studio at home, and I was like, why in the world am I so uncomfortable today, especially the second half of the day? And I realized it started to get overcast and different things, and then at about probably 10:30 or so at night, I started to hear it raining. Ding, ding, ding. There's the reason why. Didn't even think that, okay, it's cooler out. I'm stiffer and less comfortable. It's going to rain. I should have known that, but I didn't. I didn't put two and two together until I realized it started to rain. I was like, okay, that makes sense. Today being Sunday, it was a better day for me. The inflammation and all that is absolutely still there, but the achiness and stiffness that was there yesterday leading up to the rain and everything, that's all gone now. Um, but, I definitely have to pace myself. So, a couple things that I've learned about my body since the last update, which I think was at day 8, something to that effect. Or no, day 10. Day 10. Um, is that no matter how far ahead you think you may be, your body still needs to take its own time to heal. So you can go, okay, I'm ahead a couple days on this. I'm walking more than I anticipated. I'm checking, you know, 3 or 4 different boxes all ahead of schedule. But your body's going to remind you if it needs to slow down. Your body's going to remind you if you're doing something that overexerts it. And I'm not bending and picking things up. It's nothing like that at all. But I can definitely tell that my body was going, yeah, you need to sort of, let me continue to heal. There are still ways, there are positions that I'll sit in a recliner chair like I am in this one right here, and I'll go, oh, I'll go to cross my legs and be like, oh, that way is comfortable, and then I'll go to cross the other leg after a few minutes, just because of tingling or different things going on with my nerves, and then I'll go across the other way and I'll be like, oh, that's harder to do. So there are going to be unique situations and things that take place, quirks essentially with your body, that happen. Um, if you're like me, it wouldn't surprise me if that happens to you as well. Another thing that I've learned about my body is walking is really good for it, but afterwards, if I don't stay semi mobile throughout the rest of the day after I do the majority of my walking, I will get stiff and tired. And so I have actually used my ice pack, and it's a little Velcro strap that I got on Amazon that has two different ice packs in it, so you can alternate while one you have on for 20 minutes at a time, and then 20 minutes off. The other one can be in the freezer, making sure it's nice and frozen and cold for you. I've used the ice pack a lot this week, quite a few times, especially after the 4 mile walking day. I was on the ice pack, 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off, for a couple hours later that night. So just pace yourself and be, as much as I'm going to say we collectively, as much as I want to continue to, be ahead of the schedule and do well and just be like, yeah, thank you, Lord, for the progress. I have to be okay with the days that I'm not ahead. I have to be okay with the days where I'm really uncomfortable. And that is probably the biggest takeaway from this last week or so is don't get down just because you have a day that you feel like is a little bit of a setback. Or you feel like you're going backwards a little bit, or you feel like you're just stagnant because you're, only walking 2 miles for a day, and then a couple hours later, you're tight again. It's like, why is that? Don't look at that in a negative way. I have to look at that as that's how my body is handling it today. And I have to listen to my body. I could try and push forward and do this and do that and all these different things, but I'm listening to my body instead. The next big thing that's changed is I have significantly adjusted what I'm eating. I'm not a big fast food person or junk food or any of those kinds of things at all. But I looked up and got some information. In fact, I'll put the links to the information that I got. I think one of them is from Harvard, if I'm not mistaken. But it was an online article essentially that talked about what foods to eat to help pro. What's the word I'm looking for? Not inhibit, but um, basically help create more solid of a fusion, to help develop and initiate bone growth. Lots of proteins, lots of certain calcium, dairy products, low fat calcium or low fat dairy products, cottage cheese, yogurt, Greek yogurt. A lot of eggs. Egg whites technically are better, but eggs as a whole. I have altered my diet significantly. I don't know if I've lost much of any weight. A couple people have said that they think I may have, but I haven't noticed any of that. But I have significantly altered what I'm taking in so that I can promote. That's word. So that I can promote bone growth as much as possible. I know you're probably all telling me, Tim, it's promote. Because I want to give my body the best opportunity to fuse strong. That's why I pulled myself off the naproxen sodium. That's why I stopped taking the vitamin E and the omega-3 krillfish oils, before the surgery and all of that, because I want to give my back the best opportunity to have a quick, and I don't mean quick as in too speedy, but a timely and really well prepared fusion, so that I don't have to worry about this moving forward. So diet is a big thing. I'm not drinking sodas really. Well, I'm not drinking sodas at all. I'm not really a huge soda person, anyways. But I'm not having energy drinks like I've had in the past. I'm almost exclusively drinking water, or I drink water with the. I don't have it in here. The little like Mio flavor things, the sugar-free ones. I'll squirt some of those, into a bottle of water just so there's a little bit of flavor and stuff with it. That, or I drink mineral water. I've got a Topo Chico that's, open right now. I really enjoy mineral water, which is good for inflammation as well from things that I've read. Again, no medical expert here, but just trying to learn more as I've gone along in the process. So that's what I've learned. That's what's taken place. I'm up. I'm walking. I'm moving. I'm driving. I'm going to places. I'm living my life. I didn't realize until after I did the 2 mile walk on this past Monday, and especially after the 4 mile walk, or 4 miles total, but at 3+ miles on Thursday, that since I've had the time because I've been home off of work on sick leave, that it's actually very relaxing and freeing to do that, to kind of just decompress, put some music on them, my earbuds or in one of them so I can still hear what's going on around me, and just go for a walk. And it's been very, in some ways, been very therapeutic, very cathartic, but it's also been obviously good for my body. And so, with the walking, with all of that, I'm starting to enjoy the change in the diet and adjusting, the meds that I'm taking. So now I am only taking my gabapentin, which I know some people, I've had a couple people actually reach out to me uh, when they heard that I'm on gabapentin. I'm not having any issues with it. I know some people have had what depression or weight gain, and I've experienced the weight gain part of it. But depression or fits of rage or different things like that. I haven't had any of those side effects, fortunately. But I'm only taking my gabapentin and my muscle relaxer, my Flexeril. Those are the only two prescription medications that I'm taking now. I take a multivitamin and stuff like that still, but those are the only two prescriptions that I'm taking now. And in some ways, I'm really enjoying not taking anything for pain. It's uncomfortable, but it is very manageable, and so that's really the boundary or the border, the balancing act that I'm going back and forth between. Is okay, is it manageable? Yes, it is. Is it tolerable? Yeah, it's tolerable. It's annoying, but it's a short-term hit for a long-term win, and that's the way that I'm viewing it, and that's my perspective on it. So, um, just listen to your body. That's what I've learned. Listen to your body when you're at the about 2 week post-op, and it'll tell you if you're doing too much. It'll tell you if you can do more. When you're out on a walk, if you're feeling good and you're warmed up and you're at 2.5 miles, add maybe just a half a mile or a quarter mile, and just progress forward and see how you do with it. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them down below. If you're watching this on Facebook, go ahead and put any comments down below, whatever it may be. If you have questions for me, I'd love to answer them. But I want to thank everybody for their um, support through all of this, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's at work, whatever it may be. Thank you for all the support, for checking in, for reaching out. I really didn't expect to have this many people reach out. Not that it's overwhelming numbers, but just have people reach out that I haven't spoken with in a while. And so it's been really, really enjoyable to talk with those people again. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at day, whatever it is, 17 or 18 as of right now. Doing well, and yeah, just gonna keep pushing forward. But if you have any questions, comments, whatever it is, leave them down below, and I will get to them. But that's where I'm at as of right now. I'll update you guys again, um, probably within the next week or two, as to what's going on. I've actually got some conference for work that I'm going to be out of town, not this coming week starting tomorrow, Monday, but the week after. And so that may be a little bit interesting as far as being gone and sleeping in a hotel bed, which usually works well for me because I like a firm mattress, and most mattresses are firm in a hotel. But yeah, that may be interesting. So I may share some of my thoughts on how that's going with sitting in different chairs and being up and all that, kind of activity stuff. So, alrighty, that's it. Thanks for following my journey. Hope you got something from it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, send me a DM, whatever it may be, leave a comment, and yeah, thanks for the support. Catch you guys in the next one.